Okay, well, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it so much. And we'll get all of the usual suspects today. We've got a full body, hour-long class that we are going to start in child's pose today. So finding a way to come up onto your knees, give yourself plenty of room towards the top of your mat. Sit your sit bones back towards your heels and just slowly, gently walk your hands forward. I hope you're good. Wherever you are in your day, I hope it's been good so far. Arms are extended out nice and long. Go ahead and spread those fingers wide and just feel that connection of the pads of the fingers, the palms of the hands to the mat. Feel that nice stretch through the arms, the shoulders, through the ribs. Checking in, big, full, deep breaths. So as we move and we transition, just be very mindful of what's going on with the body. Be kind. As you extend those arms out nice and long, spread those fingers wide, hands are shoulder width apart. We're going to inhale up to a modified high plank, shoulders right over the fingertips. Just holding that plank. A nice long line from the crown of the head. So we're just looking forward, just a couple inches out in front of your mat. Shoulders are right over those fingertips and a nice long line. As you exhale, press it back. Glue your hands to the mat. Feel that little further reach as maybe you had to adjust in your plank. Inhale it back up to that modified high plank. This time, go ahead and dip your hips down towards the ground as you lift the chest, rolling those shoulders back to cobra. Inhaling it back to that modified plank and press it back to child's pose. Inhaling it back up to that modified plank. And as you exhale, let those hips dip down, core strong, being mindful if it feels right to you. Just a gentle rotation through the torso, shifting those shoulders just slightly, looking out over your right shoulder. And then inhale it back to center, back to cobra. And exhale, we look out over that left shoulder. Just a little rotation through the torso, coming back to center. And we lift the hips once again back to that modified plank and press it back to child's pose. Inhale, lift just slightly, walk your hands to the right. Reach to your left fingertips and press your hips to the left. Let your upper body be heavy. Inhale, lift just slightly, walk your hands back through center. And then over to the left, reaching through your right fingertips, press your hips to the right and relax the weight of the upper body back down. Big, full, deep breaths. Inhale, lift just slightly, walk it back through center. Arms extended out nice and long. Let's inhale it up to that modified high plank. Exhale, crocodile down, elbows right by the ribs. Press it through, up dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips to down dog. And just allow those heels to sink. Let your head be heavy. Lifting those sit bones high. And let's alternate bending knees. Walk it out. As you exhale, let both heels gently sink. Taking the gaze between your hands and walk your feet in to forward fold. Relaxing the weight of the upper body down. Arms are heavy. Face is soft. Bringing the hands to the elbows, we hold on and just gently sway side to side. Coming back to center. Relax your arms and slowly ragdoll your way up. At the top, give those shoulders a nice big roll up and back and let your shoulders slide down and away. Do that again. Big shoulder roll. Take it up and back and let your shoulders slide down and away. Give those arms a little shake. Just let them be heavy down by your sides. Close your eyes, and as you exhale, release your chin down towards your chest. Keep those shoulders rolled back. Core engaged. We roll the head to the right ear over the right shoulder. Just relax your arms. And then reach your left fingertips down towards the ground. Gently turning your chin down towards your right collarbone. Placing the right hand to the back of the head and just gently pull down. A little deeper stretch. Relaxing that arm down by your side. Turn your face back towards front. And then gently release your chin down towards your chest. And then we take it over to the left. Left ear over the left shoulder, faces turned towards front. Relax those arms, give them a little shake, let go of that tension that you're holding in the shoulders and the neck. And then reach with those right fingertips down towards the ground. And then a slow, gentle turn of your chin down towards your left collarbone. If it feels good to you, left hand comes to the back of the head and gently pull down. Releasing that left arm, let it hang. Turning your face back towards front. And then gently release your chin back down towards your chest. Inhale, head up nice and tall, reach it high. As you exhale, circle those arms to the back. Pull your hands to heart center, shift your weight to your heels, bend your knees, and sit to chair. And inhale, rise, reach it high. Exhale, arch it back, open those arms to a nice wide V. Inhale it up nice and tall. Again, circle those arms to the back. As your hands pass by your hips, sit to chair, shift your weight to your heels, hands to heart center. And rise. Interlace your fingers, bring your hands behind your head, elbows are open wide, and as you exhale, lean to the left. Lift your right elbow just a little bit higher and stretch all the way down that right side. Inhaling it up nice and tall, and exhale, lean to the right. Lift that left elbow just a little bit higher, stretching through the ribs and the waist. Inhale it back to center, and as you exhale, draw the chin towards the chest, close the elbows around the ears, and just a gentle pull down. Inhale, head up nice and tall. Extend those arms, flip your palms to the face of the sky. And as you exhale, lower those arms down to shoulder height. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, press your palms forward, spine back, hollow your tummy and chest, tuck your chin. Space between those shoulder blades. Inhale it up tall, lift those arms up and overhead. Relax your hands, release your hands, and circle those arms around behind your back. Interlacing your fingers once again, roll those shoulders back. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, arch it back. Reach your knuckles towards the ground, lift your gaze high. Inhaling it up nice and tall, and as you exhale, core strong, hinge it forward. A soft bend in those knees, don't lock out those knees. Let your shoulders just gently roll forward as you relax the weight of your head. Hands can remain resting on the small of your back, or roll those shoulders up and back and lift your hands towards the ceiling. A little shift of your weight forward into your toes. As we move, we make sure the breath stays slow and steady, never holding the breath. Making sure there's no pain, just the sense of a really nice, good stretch. Challenge is always fine as long as there's no pain involved. Slowly bringing the hands to the small of the back, and then gently release your arms, let them hang. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, walk, step, or hop to high plank. Hold your plank, toes or knees, hands or forearms, lifting out of those shoulders. Solid and strong. If you like, tap your right toes to the outside of the mat and draw it back in. Left toes tap out and come back in. We're going to stay as solid as possible through the rest of the body as we tap out, alternating one more time each side. Right toes tap and in. Left toes tap and in. Lift your hips to down dog and just sway your hips side to side. What's going on through the ribs, through the waist, through the shoulders, down the backs of the legs. And again, it's always okay if you're like, wow, this is hard today, or more challenging than it is on when I usually come to this. It's okay. Embrace it. Give yourself some love. Show yourself some grace if today is one of those days where things are a little more challenging. If you're like, this is easy today, celebrate it. Taking the gaze between your hands and walk your feet in to forward fold. Feet are hip width apart. And just gently walk your hands up your legs. Hollowing the tummy and chest, just rolling it up. All the way up nice and tall with a good shoulder roll, up and back. And let those shoulders slide down and away. Bend your knees. Place your hands to your thighs. Just above those knees, fingertips are pointed in. Take a big breath in and press the chest forward. Arch your back. Lift your gaze. Exhale, hollow your tummy and chest. Press your spine towards the back. Tuck your chin. Inhale, press it through. Arch your back. Lift your gaze. And exhale, hollow. One more each direction. Press it through. Arch your back. Lift your gaze. And exhale, hollow. And inhale back to neutral. Reach it high. As you exhale, take a giant step, opening out to the side. Toes are turned out to about the outside corner of your mat. Arms extended out to a T. Inhale, reach it high. Pull the hands to heart center and sink in. We come to goddess pose. Breathe. Adjust however you need to. If you need to widen your stance, please do. Knees right out over those toes. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, sink. Again, inhale, half lift. And exhale, sink. Stay low. Lift your right heel. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, sink. One more time. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, sink. Release that right heel. And then lift the left. Core strong. We rise. And we sink. Once more. We rise. And we sink. Release that left heel. Take a moment and rise. And sink. Stay low. Both heels lift. Find a focal point out in front of you. Balancing on the balls of the feet and the toes. Strengthening those ankles. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, sink. One more time. Half lift. And sink. Releasing those heels. Hands to the insides of your knees. And as you exhale, press that left or that right knee out and away. Look out over your left shoulder. Inhale it back to center. And exhale, press that left knee out and away. Turn and look out over your right shoulder. That feels good. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, center. And exhale, press that right knee out and away. Inhale it back to center. And exhale, press that left knee out and away. And inhale it back to center. Lift the chest, hands to heart center, and we rise. You feel those legs? Oh my goodness. Extend those arms out to a T. Inhale, reach it high, sunflowers. Exhale, grand plie. We're going to do 4 of them. Reach it high, tap overhead, squeeze your buns. 3 more, just at your pace. Big, full, deep breaths. Big and beautiful. Last one. Reach it high. Interlace your fingers, turn your palms to the sky, and as you exhale, slowly lower those hands down to shoulder height. Sink back into those legs. Getting warm. Breathe. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, sink, stay low. Shift your weight to the left. Extend that right leg. And back through center. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, sink, slide to the right. Extend that left leg. Inhale back to center. Half lift. And sink. Lift that left heel. Slide to the left. Back through center. Keep that heel lifted. Half lift and sink. Release. Lift that right heel. Slide to the right. Half lift and sink. Back to center. Keep that right heel lifted. We lift. We sink. We release and rise. Extend those arms up and overhead. Palms face the ceiling. And as you exhale, lean to the left. Turn your gaze up along the inside of that right arm. Inhale it back through center. And exhale, lean to the right. Press through that left palm. Look up along the inside of that left arm. And inhale it back to center. Open those arms out to a T. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, roll that right shoulder in. Turn and look out over your left arm. Inhale it back to center. Exhale, roll that left shoulder. Look out over your right arm. And inhale it back to center one more time each side. Right shoulder rolls in. And we roll it back. Left shoulder rolls in. And we roll it back. We lift those arms up and overhead. Exhale, swan dive down, wide stance, support with those hands. Take a big breath in and bend that left knee. Right toes lift. Your bottom can come as low as feels good to you, as high as it needs to. We come back through center and we go to the right. Left toes lift. And again, you can come in as deep or stay as high as you like. Back through center and then over to the left. Back through center and then one more time to the right. And then we come back through to center. Hold center. Heel toe your feet in once. Relax the weight of the upper body down. Reach your hands through your legs. Walk your hands back as far as you can walk them. Draw your chin up towards your chest. Looking up just beyond your bum. Shift your weight forward into your toes. Oh, so many different places to feel this stretch. Send your breath wherever it's talking the loudest, wherever you need that. Core strong, center your weight. Lift and pull those arms back through. Relax the weight of the upper body down. Inhale, half lift. Support with your hands. Heel toe your feet back open. And we're going to walk the hands to the left. We're going to shift the toes, coming into a low lunge. Breathe. Your back knee can come to the mat if you like, otherwise your knee is off. We lift those arms up and overhead to our crescent lunge. Inhale, straightening that front leg a little. And exhale, sink. Again, inhale, straighten. And exhale, sink, stay low. Circle those arms forward. Back of the hands pull towards the back of the mat as you open the chest. Gaze to the sky. Rotate your palms, spread your fingers wide. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Inhale it back up, arms overhead. And exhale, flow forward, hands to the inside of your foot. And we walk those hands through center, shifting those toes. Walking over to the right. Again, shifting the toes. Coming into your low lunge on the right. Breathe. Back knee can come down if you wish. Otherwise, knee is off. Arms circle up and overhead to your crescent lunge. Find your breath. Sink low. Inhale, straighten that front leg a little. And exhale, sink, stay low. Circle those arms forward. Back of the hands pull towards the back of the mat. Open your chest. Rotate your palms towards the ceiling. Spread your fingers wide. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Inhale, circle those arms up and overhead. Exhale, flow forward, hands on either side of your foot. Pull that back foot in to forward fold. Inhale, up to monkey half lift. Exhale, down. Inhale, reverse swan dive up. And as you exhale, open those arms out to a T. Crossing that right arm out in front of you, left hand to the tricep, just below your shoulder. Pull your arm in nice and tight. Palm is facing back. Breathe. We turn and look out over that right shoulder. A little tuck of your chin down towards your collarbone. Stretching the shoulder, that upper back, the neck. We lift our gaze, turn it back towards front, taking that right arm up and back. Bending that right elbow, left hand to the elbow, and just give it a gentle press. If you like, you can circle that left arm around behind your back, reaching up, locking your fingertips if you wish. Shift your weight to your left foot. Right foot crosses behind the left. Bring your ankles as tightly together as you can. And as you exhale, lean to the left. If you prefer to keep those feet side by side, that is absolutely fine. And breathe. Inhaling it back to center. Releasing that right foot from behind the left. Releasing your hands, extending your right arm. Lifting the left. And exhale, let those arms float down to a T. Crossing that left arm out in front, right hand to the tricep just below your shoulder. Pull your arm in nice and tight. And again, palm is facing back. We turn and look out over our left shoulder. A little tuck of your chin down towards your left collarbone. Just feeling all the different places to feel this stretch. Letting go of any tension that you might have, wherever it's hiding. We lift our gaze and turn it back towards front. Taking that left arm up and back, bending that left elbow, right hand to the elbow, just gently pressing. A great stretch for the tricep, for the shoulder. If you like, circle that right arm around behind. Reaching up, finding your fingertips if you can lock them. And breathe. We can keep our feet side by side or shift your weight to your right foot. Left leg crosses behind. Bring those ankles just as tightly together as you can. And then gently lean to the right. So just a little compromise of our balance. A nice little stretch down that left IT band. If it's better for you to have your feet side by side, do so. And inhale it back up nice and tall. Releasing that left foot from behind the right. Release your hands, extend your left arm. And then the right. We pull the hands to heart center, rock back to your heels, bring your big toes to touch. Inhale, reach it high. Circle the arms to the back, shift your weight to your heels, sit to chair, pull the hands to heart center. Hands can be at heart center, or you are welcome to extend those arms up and overhead. Our chair pose, those knees are gently touching, as are our big toes. If those arms are overhead, make sure that it's not causing tension in your neck and your shoulders. Inhale, half lift. And exhale, sink. Pull the hands to heart center. Find a focal point out in front of you and shift your weight forward, lifting your heels, coming up to your balanced chair. Now you can start to sink if you like. You can come as low as you wish. You can stay as high as feels right to you. Breathe. Again, arms can be overhead or those hands can be at heart center. Now stay high on the balls of the feet and slowly rise. Again, you can shift where your hands are. Just go slowly as you begin to reach. Coming up as tall as you can. Core strong. Engage those glutes. Solid. And then slowly lower back down. So as you move, balancing on the balls of the feet, it can be a struggle. That struggle is real. Hands to heart center, rock back to your heels. Open your feet to mountain. Inhale, reach it high. Exhale, swan dive to forward fold. Inhale up to monkey half lift. Exhale down, walk, step, or hop to high plank, toes or knees, crocodile. Press it through, up dog. Tuck your toes, lift your hips to down dog. And we inhale it to high plank. Exhale to down dog. If you like, reach your left hand back. Can you tap that right leg or right foot? Inhale it back to high plank. Exhale back to down dog. If you like, right hand to the left foot. Inhale it back to plank. Left hand to the right leg. Inhale it back to center. One more time. Exhale, right hand to the left leg. And inhale it back to high plank. Exhale it to down dog. Hold your down dog. Lift your sit bones high. Let your head be heavy. Soften your face. Shift your weight to your left foot. Right toes reach high. As you exhale, sweep that right foot through. Back heel to the mat, stand tall to warrior one. Square in the pelvis, lengthening that back leg. Adjust your feet however you need to. Back foot's at about that 45-degree angle, and we're really pressing that outer edge, pinky toe side edge of your foot to the mat. We lengthen and reach and hinge it forward. Nice long line down the back of the body. Inhale, we rise, and as you exhale, arch it back. Be mindful that that left side of your pelvis doesn't pull back. Stay true to that warrior one position. Inhaling it back up, and as you exhale, cross that left hand to the outside of your right knee, opening up, rotating and reaching. Right arm out to about shoulder height. Still keeping that warrior one position with the pelvis, with the legs. That back foot, inhale, turn it back to face front. Arms come overhead. Circle the arms to the back. Release your hands. On either side of your foot, lift your hips, sweep it back, and extend. Right leg high. And gently release it down to down dog. We inhale it to high plank. Now we can hold our plank, toes or knees, hands or forearms. If you like, right knee is going to pull up towards that right elbow. Tap it back. Right knee to center. Tap it back. One more time. Right knee, right elbow. Tap it back. Now that left leg through to center. Tap it back to the elbow. Tap it back to center. Tap it back and lift the hips to down dog. Little pelvic tilt, reaching your sit bones high. Pressing through the palms of the hands, guiding your weight back towards your feet. We shift our weight to our right foot, left toes reach high. Exhaling and sweeping that left foot through. Back heel to the mat, stand tall to warrior one. We're really going to press outside pinky toe side edge of your foot to the mat. That back foot's at about a 45-degree angle. Pelvis is facing front. Breathe. Inhale, straighten that front leg a little bit. Square your pelvis and then sink. Stay strong through the belly. Lengthen and hinge it forward. Nice long line from the tips of your fingers down to that back heel. Breathe. Inhale, we rise, and exhale, arch it back. Open those arms to a nice wide V. Inhaling it up tall, and as you exhale, rotating, crossing that right hand to the outside of your left knee, we twist and extend left arm out to a T, about shoulder height. Breathe. Stay low in that lunge, keep that back heel down. Challenging. Inhale, turn it back to face front. Arms overhead. Circle those arms to the back. Release your hands on either side of your foot. Lift your hips, sweep it back, and extend. Left leg high. And gently release it down to down dog. Holding your down dog, grabbing a drink. Child's pose, always a great place. Or a strength challenge if you like. We inhale it to high plank. Holding your plank, toes or knees. If you like, take it halfway down and hold. And rise. Take it low and hold. Wherever your low is, breathe. Half lift, hold. And rise. Lift your hips to down dog. And we alternate bending knees. Walk it out. As you exhale, let both heels sink. Shift your weight to your left foot. Right toes reach high. Exhaling and sweeping that right foot back through. Back heel to the mat. Windmill your arms up to warrior two. Adjust your feet however you need to. Breathe. Rotating your palms towards the sky. Inhale, lift and tap overhead. Straighten that front leg. And exhale, sink back to your warrior two. Again, inhale, lift and tap, straighten that front leg, and exhale, sink. One more time. Inhale, lift and tap. And exhale, sink. Stay low in your warrior two. Back of the right arm along the inside of that right calf. Left arm extends straight up. Reach it high. Out of the shoulder, up through the tips of the fingers. Rotating that left palm towards the front. Reach it up and over. Breathe. How far can you reach? Core strongly, rise. Back to your warrior two. Back arm onto the straight leg, front palm to the sky. Sweep it up and back. Reverse warrior. Turn your gaze towards your back heel. Inhale, straighten that front leg a little. See if you can reach any further with those right fingertips. And then exhale, sink back into that lunge. We inhale it back up to our warrior two. Straightening that front leg, opening your pelvis to the side. Reach it out over those right toes. Release that right arm down, left arm high. Triangle. Stacking the shoulders, stacking the arms. If it feels right to you, let that left arm open out to the side, turning your chest towards the sky. Stretching through the front of the shoulder, through the chest. Be nice to your body. If that's not right, just keep reaching towards the ceiling. Inhale, lift that left arm high. And slowly release that left hand down. Place your hand along the inside of your right foot. If you'd like to adjust your feet, adjust them. Rotate and reach. Right arm high. Breathe. Revolve triangle. Now that left hand can be nestled up next to your foot. You can cross to the top of your foot or even to the pinky toe side of your foot. As you exhale, release that right hand down. Hand on either side of your foot. Front knee bends. Back heel comes off of the mat. Bring your back knee to the mat. Untuck your toes. Left hand to the inside of your foot. Right arm extends out. Circle it around. Just reach. Opening up the chest. Feel that rotation through the torso, lifting out of that left shoulder. If it feels right to you, bring that back foot in. Take a hold of it and draw your heel in towards your bottom. Breathe. If you like, shift your hand to the inside of your foot. Take your gaze forward. We begin to lift, extending left arm out and up. Breathe. Balance. Strength, flexibility. Got it all going on. Releasing that left hand down. Release your foot. Circle that right arm back up as that left foot just gently floats to the mat. And then slowly press it back. Pelvis is square. Right toes lift, nose towards your knee. Just some love for the hamstring, calf. I can feel this all the way down into the sole of my foot today. Inhale, transition that weight forward once again, bending that right knee. Tuck the back toes, lift your hips, sweep it back, and extend. Right leg high. Breathe. We're going to kick that right foot straight out to the side, flexing your foot. Now that's a lot of load. What do you notice? Now gently just let that foot float back to down dog. Breathe. Lift those sit bones high, head heavy, face soft. We shift our weight to our right foot. Left toes reach high. Exhale and sweep that left foot through. Back heel to the mat. Windmill your arms up to warrior two. Pelvis, tummy, and chest open to the side. Shoulders are soft. Inhale, straighten that front leg a little. And exhale, sink. Rotate your palms towards the sky. As you inhale and lift, straightening that front leg, tap your fingertips overhead. And then exhale, sink back into that lunge. Arms open back out to a T. Inhale, lift and tap. And exhale, sink. Once more, inhale, lift and tap. And exhale, sink. Back of the left arm along the inside of the left calf, right arm reaching up. Breathe. Lengthening and reaching all the way up to the tips of the fingers, rotating that right palm towards the front, reach it up and over. Arm right along the side of the face. How far can you reach with those right fingertips? Can you feel the strength in your core? Can you feel all of those little stabilizing muscles holding you steady? Core strongly rise, coming all the way back up. Straightening that front leg, back arm onto the back leg, front palm to the sky, sweep it up and back. Reverse triangle. Take your gaze towards your back heel, a little tuck of your chin towards that left collarbone. Sorry, right collarbone. Breathe. Core strongly rise. Arms open out to a T, shift pelvis open to the side, reach it out over those left toes. When you can't reach anymore, left arm down, right arm high. Breathe. Stacking the shoulders, stacking the arms. As you reach up, feel that amazing stretch through the ribs and the waist. Slow your breath down. If it feels right to you, let that right arm open out to the side as you turn your chest towards the sky. Beautiful stretch through the front of the chest, shoulder. A little more core activation. Just aware of your entire body, your breath. Inhale, lift that right arm high. And as you exhale, slowly release that right hand down. Place your hand along the inside of that left foot. You're welcome to adjust your feet if you need to. And we rotate and reach. Left arm high. So really working to rotate through the torso to keep that length in the spine. So we're not hollowing the tummy and chest, but we're pressing that chest through, opening it up. And again, that right hand can be against the inside of your foot, to the top of your foot, or to the pinky toe side of your foot. Breathe. As you exhale, release that left hand down. One hand on either side of your foot, front knee bends, back heel comes off the mat. Let's bring that back knee to the mat. Untuck your toes. Breathe, leaning in, feeling that great stretch down the front of that right leg. Right hand to the inside of your foot, left arm extends out. Circle it around. Just turn and reach. Lengthen out of that left shoulder, through the tips of the fingers. Only if it feels right to you, pull your foot in. As you take a hold of that foot and draw your heel in closer to your bottom, hello hamstring, hip flexor. Lifting out of that right shoulder. Now, if you like, you can shift that left hand to the inside of your foot. Turn your gaze forward. Slowly begin to rise and extend that right arm out and up. Arching back just a bit. Be nice to your body. If it's not right today, it's okay. Feeling all those stabilizing muscles, working hard to steady you. Slowly releasing that right hand down. Gently releasing your left hand, circling it up and over, hand on either side of your foot. Square your pelvis and slowly begin to press it back. Lift those left toes, square it up, and draw your nose toward your knee. Hamstring, calf, arch of the foot, all that fascia all along the bottom of my foot, saying thank you. And breathe. Inhale, slowly transitioning your weight forward, bending that left knee once again. Tuck your back toes, lift your hips, sweep it back, and extend. Left leg high. And gently release it down to down dog. Holding your down dog, you're welcome to grab a drink of water, come into child's pose, or inhale it to high plank. Holding your plank, again, toes or knees, hands or forearms. We shift our weight to our left leg, right leg lifts. Flex your foot. If you like, shift your weight to your right hand, left arm extends. Find your breath. And release back to plank. Shift your weight to your right foot, left leg lifts. Breathe. If you like, shift your weight to your left arm, right arm extends out. Our bird dog. And release, lift your hips to down dog. Shift your weight to your right foot, left leg reaches high. Flex your foot and then slowly lower that left leg all the way out to the side. Just coming straight out of that hip joint. And breathe. And once again, lift it high and sweep that left knee through, foot to the inside to pigeon. Find your breath. If pigeon is not great for you today, for whatever reason, come over onto that left hip and pull that right leg in. Take the pressure off your knees. Take the pressure off of your back. If pigeon's good for the knee, but your back's like, woof, not so great, walk your hands forward a little bit. Just take the arch out of your back. Otherwise, stay up nice and tall. It's a great stretch. All through the front of that right leg. That right leg coming straight out of the hip joint. There's oftentimes this tendency where it kind of sneaks in or sneaks out. We want it right in line. Top of the foot to the mat as though there's shoelaces. We're resting on the mat. Breathe. Let's go ahead and come over onto that left hip. We circle that right leg up and around. If you need to extend your left leg, please do so. And we cross right foot just in front or just above that left knee, wrapping the crook of the left elbow around the knee. Sit up tall. Can you find that right sit bone to the mat? So again, left leg can be long and just sit up tall. Left knee can be bent. Sit up tall. Placing that right hand behind you. Make that spine as tall as you can and look out over your right shoulder. If you'd like, bring that left elbow to the top of the knee and press against the knee. That's going to allow for a deeper rotation, a little more leverage against the top of that knee to help get a deeper twist. Make sure it feels good. And just breathe. And slowly release that rotation. Circle that right leg back once again. Tuck the back toes, lift, and step it back to down dog. Find your breath. Shift your weight to your left, right toes to the sky. Flex your foot and slowly lower that right leg down out to about hip height. And again, lift that right leg and sweep your right knee through, foot to the inside for pigeon, or come into your letter Z. Our pelvis is facing front. We're not listing over onto that right hip unless we're caring for our knee. We're up nice and tall unless we're caring for our back. And then we walk our hands forward. Always listen to your body. And if your body's like, this is not good for me today, you're just going to cause a little more inflammation, a little more uncertainty. We don't want that. We want the body to feel its very, very best so that the heart and the head can follow as well. They're all connected. Breathe into it. Let go of any tension you're holding. Close your eyes if you like. There's a real tendency to guard those things that are going to get really stretched. So feel on that right hip and glute, that left hip flexor and hip flexor and quadricep. Coming on over onto that right sit bone. We lift that left leg and sweep it around. Again, you're welcome to extend that right leg out. We cross that left foot up and over the right knee. Can you find that left sit bone to the mat? Wrapping the crook of that right elbow around the knee, sit up tall and turn and look out over your left shoulder. If you like, place that left hand behind you just to help you sit up even taller. If it feels right to you, right elbow to the top of the left knee and gently press for a deeper rotation. This is just all about what the body is ready to give, ready to do. It's not about forcing things or hurting. And slowly releasing. Sweeping that left leg around once again. Tuck the back toes, lift the hips, sweep it back, and extend right leg high. And gently release it down. Let's inhale it to high plank. And super slow, let's take it all the way down onto our tummies. Make sure you have plenty of room at the top of your mat. If your face is against the floor, go ahead and slide on back. Arms open out to a T. We're going to turn our right cheek to the mat. We're going to lift that left leg. We're going to roll to the right side, bend that left knee, reach those left toes up towards your right hand. Just as close as you can to that right hand. Be nice. We roll it back through center, and we shift left cheek to the mat. Lift the right leg, rolling to that left side, right foot reaching up. How close can you get to that left foot or left hand? Breathe. Beautiful stretch all down the front of that right leg, into the belly. We're going to do that one more time each side. Coming back through center, we turn right cheek to the mat, left leg lifts, roll to that right side, bend that left knee, reach up. How close can you get to your hand? Now you can use that left hand to give a little push if you like, or just keep that arm extended. We have one more time. Coming back through center. We turn left cheek to the mat, lift that right leg, bend that right knee, reaching up. How close can you get to your hand? Oh, that feels so good. I hope it does for you as well. And slowly roll it back to center, extending that right leg, hands right by your chest, nose towards the mat, touch your toes. Now you can have those elbows right next to your ribs, hands just underneath, right by your chest, just under the armpits. Spread your fingers wide, extend those legs, or the knees can remain down. We have 1-0 push-up, negative push-up. Are you ready? Draw that belly button in, slow as you can. Press the floor away. All the way up to that plank position. That's a long way to go. Open those knees, untuck your toes, and press it back to extended child's pose. Those knees nice and wide. Reaching the fingertips towards the top of the mat. Breathe. Inhale, lift just slightly past that right hand underneath the left. Reach out as far as you can. Right back of the shoulder to the mat. Right side of the head to the mat. If it feels good to you, circle that left arm around behind your back. If you can find that right thigh, hold on to it. Breathe. And that left arm extends high. Slowly lower that left arm down right along the side of the face. We lift just enough to pull that right arm through and extend it out. Left hand passes underneath the right. Back of the left shoulder to the mat. Left side of the face to the mat. Breathe. That right arm can stay along the side of the face, or circle that right arm around behind your back. If you can find that left thigh, hold on to it. And just breathe. And that right arm circles back up and over right along the side of your face. Lifting just enough to pull that left arm back through to extended child's pose. And slowly walk your hands back up. Let's come over onto a hip. Sweep your feet around. Slide on down towards the center of your mat, and we're going to extend legs out wide. A nice wide stance. Flex your feet and point your toes. Just sitting up nice and tall. Flex your feet and point your toes. Now flex your feet and keep them flexed. Reach it high. And as you exhale, sweep that right arm down. Left arm's going to come up and over. Right arm along the inside of your leg. Left arm reaching out towards those toes. A little roll of that left shoulder back. Looking up along the inside of that left arm. Should feel this really nice stretch all the way down that left side. Core strong. Stretching that QL region of your back. So nice. Inhale, reach it up, core strong. And we sweep left arm down, right arm up and over, reaching out towards those toes. A little roll of that right shoulder back. Gazing up along the inside of that right arm. Inhaling it back up and release your hands. Hands to the insides, core strong. You're going to have a little hollowness to your tummy and chest. Point your toes. We're going to lift the legs and we're going to bring them in. We're going to lift the legs and bring them open. So there's a hollowness going on through that middle back. So we're going to lift and bring them in. We lift and open them wide. We lift and bring them in. Lift and open them wide. Starting to snow a little harder. Lift and bring it in. Lift and open wide. Now this time, bring your hands to the outside of the legs. Core strong, hollow. Lift and bring them all the way together. Hold, hold, hold. And release. Flex your feet, reach it high. Exhale, lengthen, hinge it forward. Forward fold. That feels good. You can soften your feet. You can keep your feet flexed. Whatever you need to do. Inhale, reach it out. Sit up nice and tall. Circle the arms around behind. Bring your knee in one at a time. Make sure you've got plenty of room behind you. We're going to do rolling like a ball. We've got 5 of them. On our 5th one, we're going to stay back onto our back. Shifting your hands behind your knees, behind your thighs, a little just natural curve of your spine. Rock it back and rock it up to boat. Rock it back and rock it up to boat. 3 more times. 2 more times. This one, we're going to rock it back, but we're going to stay back. Pull those knees in nice and tight. Hands shift to the tops of the shins, just below your knees. Let's lift the soles of the feet, flex your feet, open up those knees a little bit wider than the width of your rib cage. Reach up, take a hold along the outside of your calf, ankle, or the outside edge of your foot. Press your tailbone towards the mat, and then use the strength of the arms to pull those knees down. Dead bug. Happy baby. Drawing those shoulder blades towards the mat, really feeling like you're ironing out your entire spine to be flat against the mat. Beautiful stretch for the groin, for the glutes. Little core activation, little muscle activation for your biceps. Now gently release that intensity. Bring the soles of the feet together and interlace your fingers along your feet and just gently pull them in. Make sure that you're not sickling your ankles too much. So if you'd rather hold on just above the ankles, that's fine. And then press those elbows along the insides of the knees. Otherwise, yeah, you can hold on to the outside edge of your feet. Just be mindful of those ankles and just gently press the knees out, just using the strength of your legs. Gently release your hands. Keep the soles of the feet together and ever so slowly just lower the outside edge of your feet to the mat. Take your time. Should feel some activation through the inner thighs, down that rectus abdominis. As the outside edge of your feet touch the mat, let your knees open wide and rest your hands wherever you like. Reclined butterfly. Finding your breath. Slowly we draw those knees together, soles of the feet to the mat. We're going to heel toe those feet open to about the width of the mat or even a little bit beyond. And then just move your arms out of the way. And then we're going to rock the knees and the pelvis side to side. Just a free flow motion. This should feel really good. This is a nice, great release for that lower back too. Just promoting that movement of the pelvis side to side, the head of the femur through that hip joint and that ball and socket joint. Are you feeling any hitches? Are you feeling any little glitches? You certainly don't want to feel any pain. How about those knees? Are they good? As many of these as you need, and then you're going to hold it to one side, whichever feels the best to you. Doesn't matter which side. We're going to do them both, and just hold them. Keeping that chest open towards the sky. Just let your legs be heavy. You're not supporting. You're relaxing. You're keeping your core engaged just enough to take care of your lower back, but really just kind of surrender in here and let gravity do the work. Now re-engage through that core a little more fiercely and slowly transition those knees through center and to the other side. Now, if you need to move your feet, move your feet. Just let the pelvis shift. And just noticing that great stretch all through the hip, maybe down that IT band into that lower back. It should feel super good. If it doesn't feel super good, you got to ask yourself why and how can I adjust to make it better? And if that means it's just not in the cards today, that's okay. And then slowly bring it back to center. Extend that right leg out, pull that left knee in. Right hand crosses to the outside of the left knee and gently guide it across your body. We turn and look out over that left arm. And now we work to draw that left shoulder blade back to the mat. And we just let that twist. Bring out anything that's holding us back, holding us down, weighing us down, not allowing us to be our very best self. Let it go. Anything that's muddying your waters, let it go. Let it settle. Let it release. Gently releasing that right hand, rolling it back through center. Extend that left leg long. Little external rotation through your hip. Point your toes and slowly lower your leg down. Reach out through that left big toe like you're going to try and draw a straight line all the way down the wall away from you until your heel comes to rest. Right knee pulls in. Left hand to the outside of the right knee and gently pull it across. Turn and look out over your right arm. Work to draw that right shoulder blade back towards the mat. Close your eyes and breathe. Soften your jaw. Let it go. Releasing that left hand, slowly rolling it back to center and extend right leg long. Point your toes, little external rotation through your hip and slowly lower your leg down, reaching out through that right big toe, drawing that nice long straight line all the way down the wall until it comes to rest. Take a moment, adjust, get rid of the wiggles, find a place where you feel at ease. Maybe that's not even on your back today. Maybe it's up in a seated position, perhaps even on your tummy or your side. We breathe in, we breathe out. We surrender the weight of our body against the earth. We feel a sense of calm and peace with each exhale. Beautiful positive energy drawn in with each inhale. We take a moment to honor and to recognize all the hard work and the beautiful poses that we were able to come to today. and how the body responded to each and every one of those challenges. We recognize the gift of movement and the medicine it is, keeping us strong and healthy, capable and able. We now take a few moments to honor every breath and every beat of our heart. Our heart is open, our mind is clear, our body is calm and still, receptive to keeping a positive mindset, reminding us, do it for you. Every step counts. Quiet moves are still moves. Start speaking positively into your life. Accept challenges as part of the process. Do your best not to let perfection get in the way of growth. Remember that your habits shape your future. Work on yourself even when no one is looking. Maintain a belief in yourself and the value of your dreams. Take just a few more moments for those slow, steady breaths. That reassurance and calm. Feeling the beauty within you and around you. And acknowledging the gift of today. As you're ready, deepen your breath. Start to move through the body. Fingers and toes, hands and feet, arms and legs. We stretch our limbs, and then as you're ready, just gently drawing your knees in towards your chest, a little hug. And however you wish, whenever you're ready, coming up to a seated position that feels good to you. Pull the hands to heart center and a gentle tuck of your chin towards your chest. And we just take a second. Heartful, grateful, and thankful. May you find a smile on your face more often than not today. Stay warm, stay safe, stay kind. Gently lift your face, open your eyes. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. Take care of yourself. Enjoy the rest of your day. And as always, it's an honor and a privilege. I thank you for allowing me to be a part of your day and choosing to be a part of mine. Take care and namaste.